is what we just saw on Secret Valley, and then inevitably coming to the Orc base to do his mischief. And Lyn removed Echo Isle, so he obviously is stating with that he likes the playing against the Mountain King on Melting Valley, but not quite so much on Echo Isles. And there's another element in it, because on Echo there is a 50% chance that the starting hero from the human is Mountain King, and there's a 50% chance that it's the Archmage. So he would have to make sure that his early game plan is suitable to counter both. But if you knew for sure what your opponent's going to do, you can do a bit more of a clear-cut counter to that. So it's kind of hard to divide your attention to both. And on Twisted Meadows, there will be no such confusion. There's definitely going to be an Archmage with Militia creeping on the laboratory. We did have a little bit of a friendly banter between the two players just now before the game started, where Lyn was basically begging TH not to find a Tome of Experience on this here Rock Golem, and TH saying very casually, "No, I need it. I need to get lucky."
What is the level of banter between them? I know the sort of level of banter between the average Call of Duty player will range from talking very quickly about football teams to insulting the other player's mother, for example. In Warcraft, there's a bit more of a gentleman's agreement.
So I think the Warcraft players are quite docile. We don't really see any bad manners since Todd left the scene. I mean, even Todd mellowed up towards the end. Like, all the Warcraft 3 players already matured a bit. Like, most of the best players are around from the year 1986, about 24 years old. That doesn't mean they're mature, but it does mean that they've been in the scene long enough to know that when you act like an asshole, you're going to have a lot of trouble finding reliable practice partners, people who want the best for you, and for people not to somehow make sure that you get your replays mysteriously spread it around. Basically, especially with the Asian culture of the Warcraft 3 now, with Koreans and Chinese, we see a very modest environment. I think if I was playing with a lot of Europeans, there would be more friendly and perhaps even unfriendly banter. There's competitiveness, there's more joking around at least. But we see a very modest culture right now in Warcraft 3 where everyone is acting the gentleman. So mostly it's very innocent jokes that are being made, no mothers being mentioned at all except in the positive sense.
You know what? You should watch a few of Quad V's Call of Duty VODs and just listen to what you can hear being picked up by the casters' mics coming from the players.
Learning from that, I'm sure it would make me a lot less popular in the scene.
I'm not sure they ever translated some of the words into Chinese that are said on a COD stage. Here we go. We are well and truly underway in this one. No bad item from Lyn's perspective picked up by TH. And where does that leave us in the greater scheme of things?
So TH wanted to do some power creeping here, going with this Archmage to this camp, which will give him level 3, even if he hadn't been creeping with Militia there. And at the same time, he wanted to creep with Militia here, which, if he had finished both camps completely, would have given him more than enough XP and more resource loss than he would have liked. But he knows that Lyn is going to come to either one, and the one that Lyn comes to will be the one that Lyn can steal, and the other one will be TH's to take. So he was going to get level 3 Archmage from that no matter what. I do think his cost was quite high in that case. Also, to go back to what happened in the start of the game, Lyn crept this camp earlier than usual with just one grunt and hiring the Troll Priest. We saw Fly do it first against Infi in the G League finals from about 3 days ago on the 2nd of September. Fly crept it a little bit better because Lyn lost the grunt there, and I tried it myself, but I didn't really like it because I was losing my grunt too, and the same thing happened to Lyn. So it did mean that he would get a good item, greater heal pot. He finished it quite fast and was able to creep check the Militia there, and he killed about 2 or 3 of them and stole all the creeps. So we have a level 3 Blade Master here, no boots and not much mana left, so he can't really chase down everything and kill it as we all love to see him do so much. He will get 1 or 2 footmen. That's quite nice at this stage. He's not losing that much stuff here in his base, not losing that much resources on account of his army being right there when TH came. He's killing some footmen. Troll Priest survives for now, but he won't play a major role in this game anymore as his mana is all the way down to 2. And low life. He does get heal solved. He has pretty nice damage, but his life is so low that he's an easy target for human to pick off. Quite a fast tech there by TH, or should I say Lyn's tech is slow. I do think he went up to about 27 food before teching. The usual amount is 23 food, so he made about 2-3 more units than, 1-2 more units than, no, 2. Okay, he made about 2 more units than usual. Losing his Troll Berserker now. Troll Berserker is very useful in fending off a tower rush or a tower push, because I shouldn't really call it a rush anymore when tier 2 has already been reached. So it's good that TH takes it down. Good for him at least, not good for Lyn. One more grunt being taken down. The Troll Berserker not even bothering to come into the fight. Trying to pick off some stragglers, won't quite be able to do so. He knows if he moves in that Troll Priest, he'll lose it instantly. He already lost 1 grunt and a Berserker. Maybe he'll lose another grunt. It kind of depends on how he maneuvers it and whether the Archmage and the Beast will come back, and they are coming back. They pretty much have full life, so there's no reason for them to stay away. They keep sending in more summons. Another grunt died, and maybe 1 more grunt will die. He found the Troll Priest now, the sneaky Troll Priest. His lifespan is even shorter than I could have thought. TH remembers there's 1 more grunt, which is quite easy to pick off. Sending a Quill Beast, first of all, to cancel the solve, and that's money loss right there for Lyn. Does he have a Voodoo Lounge? Where is his Voodoo Lounge? His Voodoo Lounge is here. He does have it. He bought Heal Solve again. This grunt could very well go down. Quill Beast moves slightly quicker than a grunt, so he can chase and shoot. There's no XP denial here. He didn't move it into the creeps. Obviously busy following the Beastmaster and casters, so that's more experience points for TH as he's level 3.4, level 1.4. 1 caster killed by Lyn. Blade level 4. That's quite nice, but just a blade, contrary to popular belief, cannot win a game. He doesn't have enough tech units yet. He's at 26 food now. His first raider will come in soon, but without ensnare. Walkers are a far cry from being finished. More and more casters coming out, 3 casters.
Now, from TH's perspective, he's making a different shift than what he did in Map 1, which you enjoyed so much. Talk us through his sort of mindset behind that.
So none of the games that TH played so far have been similar to another that he played. In Game 2, we saw a no-casters push very quickly with Firelord, with almost sacrificial heroes just to buy him time to get the towers up. In this case, his heroes play a bigger role as he used them to kill many, many units from Lyn, and following up with 4 to 6 casters and a group of militia. So he's doing now what is the caster tower push, which is a bit more of a slow push, but that much more powerful. And I think it's the correct choice for playing on Twisted Meadows, as he had a very nice lead. He already planted down 3 towers before coming here to the Voodoo Lounge to maybe kill that. He's choosing not to waste his time now and killing the Voodoo Lounge, instead choosing to protect his towers. He knows that Lyn is too far away from the Voodoo Lounge to continually make use of it, and this bestiary is in an unlucky position here, as there is no way for Lyn to escape into his base, or is this open? So there is a way, but the peons will block it, and it's not that comfortable. With a lot of summons here from TH, 6 casters against just 1 Wyvern, and he's not making Spirit Walker yet, or more Wyverns. He is making a Demolisher, but it's going to be very difficult for Lyn to somehow keep his head above the water in this game.
So TH looks like he is homing in, but here we go. We are going to see some heavy artillery moving in to do a bit of damage. But as every time that Blade Master ventures out of the base, he comes back slower and more lighter in health.
Yep, with greater healing potion already been used, no boost of speed, no real heal solves or anything. He really plays a very small role in this game, and I would say this game has already been played. It was a strategical win for TH. There wasn't that much exciting battles, but TH just did very well. The
there
game
you
is,
go.
There we go with the GG. Yeah, very nice played by TH. to sum up the game, so we at least have something to talk about. TH crept daringly. It was a good position on the map for him. It wasn't the first place that Lyn scouted, because it was close position, but on the other side that you would expect Lyn to harass comfortably, because the laboratory is on the far side of Lyn's base. So what we saw is TH getting level 3 very quickly, not without losses, but he got it, teched as fast as he could, and then came with that very powerful Beastmaster Archmage attack. And without boots of speed, Blademaster could not chase down the heroes, because TH also gets a boost of speed, but he doesn't have it on both heroes. So whichever one doesn't have it, you can chase back to the base to somehow inhibit that early aggression from TH. But having not had the boost of speed and his Shadowrunner being out later than the Beastmaster on account of it having to be trained first in the altar and not instantly hired from the tavern, means that he couldn't really fend off just those 2 heroes already with only grunts. And the burrows don't do that much damage on the summons either, because the damage type is not good to attack summons. So after killing all those units and boosting his own experience, killing Lyn's army, even when his support army would come out, Raider and Walker, without grunts you have no real damage, it's only the blade. And once he's slowed, he doesn't do that much damage anymore. And towers coming up, cast is there. It was a very, very convincing victory for TH. And apart from right at the start when he was harassing the militia and taking the creep gun from TH, I never really saw a chance for Lyn to win. And I think it's got to do a lot with his very late tech because of his creep route. So again, I'm not a big fan of that creep route. He tech later, his Shadowrunners later, his tech is later. So even though he had a fast, high-level Blade Master with Greater Heal Pod, Greater Heal Pod doesn't come into use until he's nearly dying. And he wasn't the target that was being focused, so there was effectively not a very useful item for him in the start. But very nice play by TH.
So TH comes from 1 map down to pick up the victory 2-1 over Lyn and seal his place in the final. We're going to have Moon versus Remind coming up in just a little bit. I'm sure there'll be a break. So when we come back, we'll bring you Moon versus Remind. You're on Quad V with Grubby and Tosspot.